it's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right?
What if Cole doesn't have the heart? Is he saying these things because his track got underwhelming responses? Or is he really a noble man at heart who believes war isn't the answer? Would he have said the same thing if fans unanimously praised his responses, giving him the better diss track? Before watching, you're advised to keep your emotions and fan loyalty aside. Let's get objective for once. So 5 months back, Cole and Drake thrilled fans with their first-person shooter collaboration, where they equated their achievement with the legendary Michael Jackson, King of Pop. They name-dropped Kendrick as a major player in their constant competition, which fans will call the big three of hip-hop in the last decade. Well, Kendrick responds in a song by Future and totally denounces the notion of a big three and reclaims the spot for himself alone. Now, J. Cole has been trending for what seems to be an apology to Kendrick. According to him, peer pressure made him release his response project to Kendrick's shots in the Metro and Future collaboration. J. Cole released the surprise project Might Delete Later, which many believed contained sneak disses to Kendrick. But the track 7-Minute Drill, which many believe to be his major response to Kendrick, has gotten mixed reviews. Some listeners, which are undoubtedly his fans, believe what J. Cole did in the 7-Minute Drill track was a warning shot to Kendrick and was really fire. But another segment expected way more and perceived Cole's response to be actually underwhelming. Expectations were high, Cole. A week later, we have Cole making apologies and showing love.
Y'all heard some shit that happened 3 weeks ago, however long it was.
Is this him submitting to a superior penmanship, or a smart way to manage a backfire? Or he's just a nice guy who just wants love to lead, Cole has always been that meek guy. His lifestyle and minimalist approach to fame reaffirms this as well. That dude might just be a pacifist, but we must also admit that he's been known to talk big games, fire subliminal disses, and give himself rap titles. But shouldn't these claims be tested by some competition? Looks like in Cole's philosophy, he is interested in being king in a world of his own where he doesn't necessarily have to compete for the throne. His competition just might be his old self. Or is this just an excuse to save Paris from getting swallowed by Menelaus in the Trojan mythology?
Is this what you left me for?
Is Cole one of those effeminate princes? Or is he truly a noble man who doesn't believe in warfare? We may never know. But one thing is, to take down Kendrick, one must be able to match his ferocity. And looking at that, it seems no one is ready for that smoke. Now, let's look at Kendrick and some claims Cole made about him.
Your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic.
Is he really a great artist? Oh yes, great rapper, great writer. Widely acclaimed actually. But Cole's allegations against Kendrick that his status has been solidified more by controversy than his art might be worthy of examination. Most of Kendrick's memorable moments in hip-hop have always been tied to controversial boss checkmating his peers and disses. But does this reduce his GOAT status? Well, as long as it doesn't question his penmanship and credibility or raise ghostwriter allegations, then the answer is a big no. But what does this say about his person? Yes, this is where we see how competitive Kendrick can be, even if it is toxic. So competitive that it is deemed toxic and antisocial.
I don't smoke crack, motherfucker.
Not like he doesn't know these things himself, as he clearly disclosed in his controversial control verse. Kendrick has countlessly revealed that he doesn't think he's a good person and doesn't try to pretend. That's some self-awareness. When it comes to celebrity status, Kendrick may be unable to reach Drake and probably Cole. Well, thanks to his antisocial self, an album in a blue moon shadow, he doesn't want to fraternize or be in some bromance. Listen to his controversy once more and you will know that Kendrick is more self-aware than anybody. Is this great on his person? Well, this is not a Sunday school actually. However, when we talk hip-hop, rap purists will always and easily place him above these guys. So yes, there you have it. Kendrick is that toxic black sheep brother who doesn't want to frolic with the flock at all. Would you blame him? He's a lone soldier. Drake, on the other hand, has had a lot of negative and positives, and including big hits and hits on his career. No doubt, he loves the game of fame, and his devotion to the process has kept him longer in the spotlight. But this also means you get serious examination and jabs. Well, some of the results have been the ghostwriting allegation that has shaken his status in rap, not necessarily in pop actually. But Drake's status as the greatest, as he usually claims some of his old rap songs, remains debatable. One thing we must admit is dude is loyal to the game. He sells out arenas, albums, and a major face of the generation. One sad part is he just might be a victim of his own standards. Greater catalog from his past, which will always be used as a comparison to his present and future. Allegations of sacrificing quality for quantity and proliferation. Accusations of lacking direction, hopping on the next genre of artists to further his own career and songs, or capture a new audience engagement. And there is the big one, the ghostwriting allegations, because no matter what, Drake started as a rapper. Against all odds, Aubrey Graham is definitely the more commercially successful of the three, and perhaps the more globally famous as well.